Hello, everybody. Welcome to my podcast. We're here for the fourth RNC debate. Sorry, I have the sign up, but they haven't quite started yet. So, telling you now, I'm going to be eating tacos because I just fixed dinner and I just got in a little bit ago, so I had to kind of rush and do everything. Um, this is on News Nation, so I had to go to their website. Um, so go ahead if you haven't already hit that subscribe button. Um, Literally subscribing costs nothing to do. So far doesn't look like they've quite started yet. And you can always support me on buymeacoffee.com/TRACYMedia LLC. And of course, I'll be looking forward to your comments. Even though this goes till 10, I think I'm gonna stay around till like 9:45. Um, but like I said, it was supposed to start at 8, but of course, do these debates ever start on time? So this is the fourth one, and I think it's Christie, DeSantis, Haley, and Ramaswamy. Those are the four. So pretty much everybody else is gone. Um, I don't know. News Nation was asking for questions from the audience, so I don't know if they're going to take questions. Um, Hello, Stanley. How are you? Looking forward to your comments. I don't know if they're going to take audience questions. I doubt it because you never know what an audience is going to ask. They keep saying this debate is going to make history because there's all women doing the moderation, but like who literally cares about the moderators? But like I said, hey everybody, just keep in mind I'll probably be eating tacos because I just literally got in a couple of minutes ago. So we'll just take it from there. And they're finally going to start. So you probably won't hear it, but you'll hear me. So, hey, Parker. Well, at this stage, remember when it was like 15 people or 7? These tacos, they're not green. They're like vegetable. They're like cucumbers and something else. It's really good. I don't think they're taking audience questions. What? Yes, Parker, I do know, and that's why I'm in at 9:45 because I want to watch it. Nope. Dang, these moderators already done started off with the shade. Oh no, this sound is terrible. Okay. Can you all hear DeSantis? If you can hear DeSantis, press a 1.
I won the greatest Republican victory in the history of the state of Florida.
I'm sitting here thinking I'm on my computer and I forgot I'm on my phone. So you guys can't hear the TV.
This nomination. Here's what we need. I am sick of Republicans who are not willing to stand up and fight back against what the left is doing to this country. You've got to be willing to stand strong, and you've got to be willing to beat these.
You also got to be willing to take black people out of history books,
that is beating these people on
stomp on gay people's rights, and restrict abortion.
Issue after issue. We beat the
Okay, this channel is not coming through right. I'm gonna flip up.
We beat the teachers' unions when we did.
Yeah, because teachers' unions are evil.
Did school choice. We beat.
Shut up. Okay, I'm gonna have to go to YouTube and watch this because News Nation's channel is like all sketchy. I'm like, ugh, I can't hear nothing they were saying. Okay, so I'm gonna go with y'all going. I cannot believe that happened. I'm going straight to News Nation's website now. And they have a commercial on here on YouTube, so skip it. Well, they done pushed this. I can't find it. Okay. Oh, they're making me watch it on their site, and their site is not good. Oh, yeah, we're gonna have to put up with this. Parker, I'm gonna do like I've been doing because I don't know how to share screens on my stream. So I'm watching it on my computer, and then I'm just talking to you guys on my phone. I am not sure what's going on with News Nation's website. It's just like real sketchy and it's jumping around, and I don't know what to do. So I'm gonna try to jump back on here, and hopefully. Pete keeps lying about this. He's like he's the first naturalized citizen to make the ballot. No, they keep denying the ballot.
And so
it's a money grab, his campaign.
So said that's not true. But when it comes to these corporate people that want to suddenly support us, we'll take it. But I don't ask them what their policies are. They ask me what my policies are. And I tell them what it is. Sometimes they agree with me, sometimes they don't. Some don't like how tough I am on China. Some don't like the fact that I've signed pro-life bills. Some don't like the fact that I may oppose corporate bailouts. That doesn't matter. That's who I am. And that's why the most conservative grassroots group in the country, Americans for Prosperity, endorsed me last week.
Exactly. You cannot be president.
He didn't respond to the criticism. It wasn't about the Parents' Rights Education Bill. It was about prohibiting sex change operations on minors. They do puberty blockers.
You can't do that.
Talk to Chloe Cole. She went through this. Now she's an adult. She's warning against it. She may never be able to have kids again. That is what Nikki Haley opposed. She said the law shouldn't get involved in that.
They shouldn't, because it ain't doing your business.
Somebody that's going to be the president of the United States, and you can't stand up against child abuse. How are you going to be able to stand up for anything? That is the truth. We have it on video.
I said that if you have to be 18 to get a tattoo, you should have to be 18 to have anything done to change your gender.
The law should stay out of it.
Yeah, because you know what? Transitional surgeries, that's the big issue today.
unifier.
Not the economy, not homelessness.
And attacked all of your competitors.
Hey, Ramaswamy's hair ain't as
Second
big.
debate, you changed your tune, saying these are good people on this stage, admitting you can come across as a bit of a know-it-all, and rejecting the practice of personal insults. By debate number 3, you called Nikki Haley corrupt, accused Ron DeSantis of wearing high heels, and told Ambassador Haley she should keep a closer eye on her daughter. Can you see how this has led some to conclude you are not, in fact, a unifier, and to question your authenticity?
I wonder if
there's a time and place for everything. We need somebody in the White House who absolutely is going to be a fighter when it counts. And I did say that there were some good people on that stage in that third debate. Doug Burgum was on that stage at that time, and I'll say that jokingly. Ron DeSantis is a good person too. I want to go back though to Nikki Haley's comment.
He didn't say Nikki Haley is a good person.
Not responding to the will of these donors. Nikki, you were bankrupt when you left the UN. After you left the UN, you became a military contractor. You actually started joining service on the board of Boeing, whose back you scratched for a very long time.
He ain't lying.
And then gave 4 multinational speeches.
He ain't lying, y'all. He ain't
And
lying.
now you're a multi-millionaire. That math does not add up. It adds up to the fact that you are corrupt. And when I said they were bought and paid for, I meant this Republican.
It's a money grab, Parker. It's a dang on money grab. And TYC should be ashamed of himself for letting him come on there and do that. No, he can't be president.
Against Donald Trump to keep him off the ballot, funding left-wing causes. We discovered this week that he is one of Nikki Haley's largest supporters. Larry Fink, the king of the woke industrial complex, the ESG movement, the CEO of BlackRock, the most powerful company in the world, now supporting Nikki Haley. And to say that doesn't affect her is false, because it's after that meeting later that day that she says that every American needs to be doxxed by having their ID, their government-issued ID, tied to what they say on the internet. So I think that this is far more corrupt than I even imagined when I entered politics. But I will say this.
Dude, you know only voted one time.
From the outside, with fresh lens, from the next generation to unite this country.
After.
Not the broken politics.
After the Iowa caucus.
But the actual people in this country. Thomas Jefferson was 33 when he wrote the Declaration of Independence. I think it's going to take somebody whose best days in life are still ahead.
He's got one for front cone.
Are ahead of itself, and I think I can reach that next generation better than anybody else in this race.
Response, Megan. First of all, we weren't bankrupt when I left the UN. We're people of service. My husband is in the military, and I served our country as UN ambassador and governor. It may be bankrupt to him, but it certainly wasn't bankrupt to us. Secondly, I did serve on the board of Boeing. I did a lot of work with Boeing when I was governor. They were a great partner to me. I served for 10 months. And then when they decided after COVID that they wanted to go for a corporate bailout, I've never supported.
I'm hoping so. You would think the Democrats would have one, but whatever.
I love Boeing. They build good commercial airplanes. They build airplanes for our Air Force. I'm proud of them. They employ a lot of people in South Carolina. But that's why I left the Boeing board. There's nothing to what he's saying. And in terms of these donors that are supporting me, they're just jealous. They wish that they were supporting them. But I'm not going to sit there and
I take corporate money and I'm proud of it.
The idea that I want to do that in Florida, they were managing our pension, part of our pension, and then when they did the ESG, I took $2 billion away from BlackRock. We took action. This ESG, they call it environment, social governance, and again, Nikki's meeting with all these people. They want to use.
Hey guys, I'm gonna disappear for a second. I'm not gonna go anywhere, but I gotta turn this heat off. It is terribly hot in here.
The constitutional process. We've kneecapped it in the state of Florida. The next president of the United States needs to be able to go to that office on day one and end ESG. And the fact of the matter is, we know from her history, Nikki will cave to those big donors when it counts. And that is not what Nikki Haley was keeping praise on me when I wrote that book, but now I'm worried. I was warning about the woke industrial complex in this country as a warning. Apparently, she read it as a how-to manual, just like she reads cordial as well. I think that that's actually far more dangerous than it's really important for people to understand. We're marching towards fascism undivided. Jack Smith has subpoenaed every last retweet that someone has issued from Donald Trump in the year 2020. The only person more fascist than the Biden regime now is Nikki Haley thinks the government should identify every one of those individuals with an ID. That is not freedom, that is fascism, and she should come nowhere near the levers of power level in the White House. I've got to get to Governor Christie. I forgot. No, but can I just say, can you speak? Can you please speak to the
Okay.
that you said that every anonymous internet user needs to out themselves? They're both hitting you on it.
I would be happy to, and I love all the attention, fellas. Thank you for that. You know, I'll say that what I said was
Oh my
that
goodness.
social media companies need to show us their algorithm. I also said,
Girl, use your real name. Are you gonna use your real
social
name?
media.
Are you gonna use your real name?
They're Chinese, they're Iranian. I will always fight for freedom of speech for Americans. We do not need freedom of speech for Russians and Iranians and Hamas. We need social media companies.
That's not what you said though. Now he ain't lying. He ain't lying on that.
Bots that are happening. That's what I said. As a mom, do I think that social media would be more civil if we went and had people's names next to that? Yes, I do think that, because I think we've got too much cyberbullying. I think we've got child pornography and all of those things. But having said that, I never said government should go and require anyone's name. What I said,
want your name. She absolutely said it. It's her first day in office.
Yep, she did say it. She sure did. And they ain't lying. You said that. Girl, you said that with your whole chest. Oh, I can't believe how hot it is in here. Woo.
I want your name. And that was going to be one of the first things she did.
Yep, she said day one. She did say it.
Serious blowback, and understandably so. To be a massive.
And she's not using her real name. Nobody's pointing this out. She doesn't use her real first name. That's her middle name, I think.
It's something that's important, and especially given how conservatives have been attacked and they've lost jobs and they've been canceled. You know the regime would use
Okay,
that to
now
weaponize
eat pudding.
against our own people.
Okay,
It was a
so because Ron is so hypocritical, because he actually went and tried to push a law that would stop anonymous people from talking to the press, and went so far to say bloggers should have to register with the state if they're going to write about elected officials.
Now she ain't lying on that.
Check your newspaper; it was absolutely there. I have never said that I'm not going to.
I think that's it. But hey, guys, if you listen to me, you can hear me. Somebody, because I can't do it because I'm watching this. What is Nikki Haley's real name?
Listen, you endorsed Donald Trump in 2015 and 2020. You gave him an A for his first term. Since then, however, you've turned on him, calling him a liar, a loser, a con man, and someone who cannot win. You've even said that you got into this race just to stop President Trump. His approval rating with Republicans is currently at 81%. Yours is at 25.
Yep, you need to stop him.
Even there, 2/3 of GOP voters say they would be angry and disappointed if you won. Respectfully, Governor, you have not stopped Mr. Trump, and voters may wonder how you
Marita. Is Nikki her middle name?
Well, look, Megan, it's often very difficult to be the only person on the stage who's telling the truth, and the only person who is taking on what needs to be taken on. I look at my watch now. We're 17 minutes into the debate.
18.
Your little speech in the beginning. We've had these three acting as if the race is between the four of us. The fifth guy, who doesn't have the guts to show up and stand here, he's the one who, as you just put it this way, has the polls. And yet, I've got these three guys who are all seemingly to compete with, Voldemort. He shall not be named. They don't want to talk about it. The fact is that when you go and you say the truth about somebody who is a dictator, a bully, who has taken shots at everybody, whether they've given great service or not over time, who dares to disagree with you, then I understand why these three are timid to say anything about it. Maybe it's because they have future aspirations. Maybe those future aspirations are now, or maybe they're 4 years from now. But the fact of the matter is, the truth needs to be told. And for us to go 17 minutes without discussing the guy who...
It's a little difficult listening to comments, watching taco consumption. Okay, I'm eating pudding. Thank you.
He is unfit. This is a guy who just said this past week that he wants to use the Department of Justice to go after his enemies when he gets in.
Every president's done that.
He is unfit to be president, and there is no bigger issue in this Trump, and those numbers prove.
Governor Christie, we will be addressing that issue of Donald Trump in just a moment, but I'd like to first get to the question on Israel.
Oh
Governor
boy,
DeSantis,
here we go.
tonight, as we speak, war is back on in Gaza. Israeli tanks are on and have surrounded the home of the leader of Hamas. 8 Americans have been held hostage in the tunnels beneath Gaza for 60 days now. American troops and warships in the Middle East are under attack. How far would you go as president to secure the release of those 8 American hostages? And would it include sending American forces into combat?
We have to look out for our people when they're hostages. Commander-in-chief, you have to do whatever you can to get them done. But the overall issue with this is this administration is trying to hobble Israel.
Watch somebody say, instead of paying attention to the Israel border, we got to do the southern border.
Victory so that they never have to deal with this again. Hamas wants nothing less than.
If you had to pick one of these 4 people, which I hope I don't, who had to be your president for 4 years, these are your only options. Who do you pick? I don't pick. But okay, since you're forcing me, I got to go with Christie. Nikki Haley, I don't trust any of them, but I guess I would go with Christie. I guess.
Back in the day, the only one running for president that served in the military. I understand that part of the world. It's not the best part of the world. We do have troops there that Biden is leaving basically as sitting ducks. And you have the Iranians that are attacking these troops. He's responding with basically pinpricks. You harm an American service member, you're going to have hell to pay when I'm president. We are not going to let our troops be.
So are you going to send troops or not send troops? Because she didn't answer her question.
Biden is doing nothing to bring Iran to account. You got to turn the screws on them. Don't let them have any oil revenue. The money they get, they send to Hamas, they send to Hezbollah, they foment jihad throughout the Middle East. So Biden has empowered Iran just like he's empowered other adversaries. We stand with.
Why does Ron DeSantis look like a robot? He's like standing like pointing like that, and it's getting on my nerves.
The first 3 debates, Ron gets asked the question, he doesn't answer.
Thank you.
Your question was very specific. You said, would you send American troops?
Now watch you not answer.
And he went on to this 30-second hosanna about his knowledge of the military and what we need to do, and didn't answer your question. Look, when you're president of the United States, you're not going to have a choice whether to answer that question or not. Your generals, your Secretary of Defense, your Secretary of State, your National Security Advisor are going to present plans to you. They're going to look at you and say, do we go or don't we, Mr. President? And you can't give a 90-second speech about your military service.
So would you send American troops in to rescue those hostages?
Absolutely. If they had a plan which showed me that we could get them out safely, you're damn right.
But they know most people don't even know that, Parker. Most people don't even pay attention to that. And Christie's right. DeSantis does not answer questions.
You're responsible for Ambassador Haley to call Hamas's terrorist rampage an attack on America, and for her to, quote, rabidly shout, finish that, end quote. The Hamas terror attack left dozens of Americans.
And he said, smoke the terrorists over here.
Jews since the Holocaust.
And
wouldn't it be
Islamophobia, but nobody's going to talk about that.
This then was purposefully vague in a discussion that included Iran, which is what I objected to. And I think it's as vice president, you have to be responsible. What happened to Israel was dead wrong. What Hamas did was medieval. It was subhuman. It was immoral. And we have to call that out for what it is on October 7th. But to say that that was an attack on America fails a basic test. I mean, if you can't tell the difference between where Israel is and the U.S. is on a map, I can have my 3-year-old son show you the difference.
Oh,
Responsible because it has major consequences.
yeah, I mean, she's running for president of Israel. That's one thing, but I think she's running for
the strongest pro-Israel position actually on the stage, even though it's a little bit different than the standard GOP talking points. And it is this. The founding vision of Israel, David Ben-Gurion, the George Washington figure of Israel, what do you believe? He believed that we don't want, as Israel, to depend on the fleeting sympathies of the West and have our hands tied. I think Israel has an absolute right to defend itself to the fullest, without the U.S., the UN, or the EU, or anybody else second-guessing their decisions, as the Biden administration, guess what, is now starting to do. I think that's a more deeply pro-Israel position than anybody else, and it keeps the actual lines of accountability clear because it is a pro-American position.
Are they doing these overhead gestures? Are they getting on y'all nerves, or is it just me that they're getting on nerves?
As your next president, my sole moral duty is to you, the people of this country.
But you won't be president of the United States.
Southern border, you go ahead and we're rooting for you. We're going to smoke the terrorists on our southern border, and that's how I'm going to leave this country. But Americans.
But what does the terrorist? Oh my God.
If you looked at this terrorist attack and the number of Americans, this would be one of the top 10 terrorist attacks in American history. So our own people.
The only way that would work, Parker, is like states like Florida does not bothering to have a Democratic primary. You'd have to get all of those voters to go vote for somebody else besides Trump.
Iran is on the threshold of becoming a nuclear state. The Wall Street Journal reported that Iranian military leaders gave the green light for Hamas's attack on Israel. You said in last month's debate that, by contrast to the Biden administration's approach to Iran, you would, quote, punch them once and punch them hard. Were you saying that it's time to bomb Iran? No, I was not saying it's time to bomb Iran, but I will tell you, I dealt with Iran every day when I was at the United Nations, and they only respond to strength. What they don't respond to is when you weaken the sanctions like they did on Iran that allowed China to send them billions to fill their proxies. What they don't respond to is when you give $6 billion for 5 hostages. That only makes them want more hostages. What they don't respond to is when they
let the hostages die. Okay.
And we do nothing, just small shots back. You've got to punch them hard, and let them know that. That's the only way they're going to respond. So the way you do that is you go after their infrastructure in Syria and Iraq where they're hitting.
Well, these answers are ridiculous.
And then that's when they'll back off. The problem is you have to see that all of these are related. If you look at the fact Russia was losing that war with Ukraine, Putin had hit rock bottom.
Well, they're not losing now, so what do you say? Oh, no, you say send more money. Sorry.
Missiles from North Korea. And so what happened? When he hit rock bottom, all of a sudden, his other friend, Iran, Hamas goes and invades Israel and butchers those people on Putin's birthday. There is no one happier right now than Putin because all.
How does she connect? Because she just connected
to Israel, and that's what they were hoping is going to happen. We need to make sure that we have full clarity that there is a reason, again, that Taiwanese want to help Ukrainians because they know if Ukraine wins, China.
But Taiwan is a part of China, right? Isn't Taiwan part of China? Guys, correct me if I'm wrong.
But what wins all of that is a strong America, not a weak America, and that's what Joe Biden's giving us.
I want to say one thing about the time of Ukraine. So foreign policy experience is not the same as foreign policy wisdom. I want everybody at home to know that I was the first person to say we need a reasonable peace deal in Ukraine. Now a lot of the neocons are quietly coming along to that position, with the exceptions of Nikki Haley and Joe Biden, who still support this, what I believe is pointless war in Ukraine. And I think those with foreign policy experience, one thing that Joe Biden and Nikki Haley have in common is that neither of them could even state for you 3 provinces in eastern Ukraine that they want to send our troops to actually fight for. Look at that. This is what I want people to understand. These people have, I mean, she has no idea what the hell the names of those provinces are, but she wants to send our sons and daughters and our troops and our military equipment to go fight. So reject this myth that they've been selling you, that somebody had a cup of coffee, stint at the UN, and makes $8 million after, has real foreign policy experience. It takes an outsider to see this through. Look at the blank expression. She doesn't know the names of the provinces that she wants to actually fight.
Oh, they going low tonight. When they go low, you go hard.
Let me just say, you know, his reasonable peace deal in Ukraine, he made it clear. Give them all the land they've already stolen. Promise Putin you'll never put Ukraine in Russia, and then trust Putin not to have a relationship with China. Let me tell you something.
The U.S. does not officially acknowledge Taiwan as a part of China, but they also do not acknowledge it as its own country. But Taiwan is a part of China. It's like it's on a map, right? There's no line that should distort China from Taiwan. It's all one country. That's what I thought.
most obnoxious blowhard in America.
Oh, he told me to shut up. Oh, it's going. Oh, I guess they're gonna make it ugly this time.
Say something. We're now 25 minutes, and he has insulted Nikki Haley's basic intelligence, not her position, her basic intelligence. She doesn't know regions. She wouldn't be able to find something on a map that his 3-year-old would find. Look, if you want to disagree on issues, that's fine. And Nikki and I disagree on some issues. But I'll tell you this, I've known her for 12 years, which is longer than he's even started to vote in the Republican primary.
Oh,
We disagree about some issues, but we disagree about who should be president of the United States. What we don't disagree on is this is a smart, accomplished woman. You should stop insulting. So I'm going to take this.
oh, come on, stop it. She's a warmonger. I didn't say she was stupid, but she's a warmonger.
He also doesn't know what problems he needs to Ukraine. He actually wants to fight. Was closing a bridge from New Jersey to New York. So do everybody a favor, just walk yourself off that stage, enjoy a nice meal, and get the hell out of this place. When it comes to
Well. It's like how the U.S. does not acknowledge Palestine to be its own sovereign country, but they actually are. But other countries do acknowledge Palestine as its own nation. But I didn't know that nobody acknowledged Taiwan because stupid me thought that Taiwan is part of China. But okay.
neither of them could even name for you the provinces that they actually want to protect. And this is the people who have been touting those.
Okay, Ramaswamy or Snake Swami, you named them.
These people are lying to you. The same people who told you about weapons and mass destruction in Iraq to justify that invasion didn't know the first thing about it, yet they sent thousands of our sons and daughters to go die. The same people who told you the same in Afghanistan, where the Taliban is still in charge 20 years later. $7 trillion of our national debt due to these toxic neocons. You can put lipstick on a Dick Cheney, it is still a fascist neocon.
Thank you,
And you
Mr.
see that
Ramaswamy.
today.
Thank you, Mr.
Dick Cheney all
Ramaswamy.
over again.
Thank you, Mr. Ramaswamy. 15 seconds.
Well, they hitting out the gloves tonight, aren't they?
This is the kind of
Now, if he gets out here and starts throwing hands,
I was the U.S. attorney in New Jersey when the terrorist attacks were launched against the United States in 2001. I brought the first two cases in the country against terrorists who tried to attack us again. And I know about
Biden said in an interview like a year ago, if China invaded Taiwan, then he would have the U.S. step in and to defend them. Of course, Biden says, man, he doesn't.
That's what was going on. And so, and the fact of the matter is that back then he was Democrat. So, you know, the fact is that all he knows how to do. You're busy hugging. All he knows how to do.
Thank you.
All he knows how to do.
Did he say give Obama a lap dance?
Commit their lives to public service and not say anything that moves the ball down the field of the United States.
All right, thank you, Governor. We're going to take a quick break.
Okay, they're about to take a commercial break.
When we come back, we're going to tackle issues on the southern border.
Oh no, the southern border. Okay, so here's what's coming up next. Fentanyl, drug trafficking, and the cartel.
The campaign, like no other. Less than 1 year from now, people of this great republic will choose their next president. And News Nation will be there, driving this.
No, we won't. The Electoral College will choose our next president. Okay, guys, are they a little bit more scrappy this evening than normal, like the last three? Because they really are going at it tonight. He told Christy to go eat something. Okay, let me see something here. This RNC debate. Nope. I'm trying to see when the Iowa caucus is. They keep saying 6 weeks, but I want an exact date. If they don't tell okay. Wow, the Iowa caucus. It looks like it's gonna be January the 15th. Isn't that Dr. King's birthday? That's Dr. King's birthday. Yeah, I know, I just found that. January 15th. I'm like, and that's the holiday. So I'm not gonna say nothing. I don't live in Iowa. Oh no, here comes the fentanyl. Fentanyl is making its way into America, and like it's not made like right here in the United States. And they're terrorists, and Hamas is sneaking in through the border to come kill Americans. Blah 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 blah. And this channel takes a lot of commercials. I'm like, okay. If they don't get back to these things, we got an hour. Yep. And who's gonna be? Are they gonna bring up Vivek the Snake's comments about he's gonna smoke the terrorists here in the USA? I'm like, he's going after white supremacists now? And hey, whatever. I think they're coming back. Oh my goodness, one of these, they got a whole lot of commercials now. And another commercial. Oh my gosh, how many commercials are they gonna take? This is like one of the few times I'm looking forward to watching TYT. I don't usually look forward to watching it, but I gotta see how the other three respond. And you know what's gonna happen? Um, they're all gonna end up endorsing Biden because he's like looking like 78% or something ridiculous. It's like one person can't even run because he's not a natural born citizen. Then the other two, I don't even know who Dean Phillips is. I mean, come on, dude. Why are you running? You just want to go against, and you know when if he runs for Congress again, they're gonna they're gonna just bring up the fact that he ran against Biden and put some money out against some blah 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 blah. Dang on it. Okay. Yeah, I keep saying this is gonna keep coming back, but it's not coming back. They just keep taking more and more commercials. Okay, now they're back finally. Fentanyl. Who's gonna say fentanyl first? I got my money on Ramaswamy.
Alabama, we are now going to go to the crisis on the southern border. show immigration and the crisis are among the most pressing issues for Republican voters right now. Both the issue of migrants crossing illegally into our country and the separate issue of fentanyl being smuggled in mostly through legal ports of entry. All year, News Nation has been at the border documenting the crisis. In 2023 alone, Border Patrol encountered a record 2.4 million migrants.
And look at them climb that wall.
The question now is, how realistic is the talk? So, I'd like to start with you. You have pledged.
Oh, and they started with them.
To the southern border.
Let's see how long it takes them.
With orders to shoot, quote, stone cold dead anyone illegally entering with a backpack that you believe contains fentanyl.
How they gonna know it contains fentanyl?
This a shoot first, ask question later policy that would amount to extra.
Fake issue. Fentanyl was made right here in the United States of America.
Why do you think this idea of yours would be legal?
The drug cartels are invading our country, killing our citizens by the tens of thousands every year. We had a situation in Florida. There was an 18-month-old baby that was crawling on the floor of an Airbnb rental. There was fentanyl residue on the carpet, and the baby died. Is this acceptable in this country? I know the elites in D.C., they don't care. They don't care that fentanyl is ravaging your community.
I have a lawyer story in the Mideast on a ship.
The commander-in-chief not only has
Explain.
you have a responsibility.
And how you gonna know the backpacks contain fentanyl?
It means you're gonna categorize them as foreign terrorist organizations, and we will identify just like we would anywhere. When I was in Iraq,
He said it, Parker. Stanley. When I was in Iraq.
Down the street, they all had band dresses on. You didn't know if someone had a bomb, an IED attached, or not. And so you had to make a judgment based on intelligence, based on positive identification. But we're going to be able to get the intelligence on these cartel people. Here's the thing. If we had a wall across the southern border, which I support, this would not have happened.
Yes, it did. Didn't you see them climbing that wall in the last clip? Show him that clip again. He did not see them climbing that wall.
I'm going to have fees on remittances from foreign workers when they send the money back to foreign countries. We're going to tax it, and we're going to build a wall with that. So, yes, you should have had that. But we don't have it. I'm going to build it. But we have to lean in on this problem.
Who's going to build the wall on the Canadian border? That's what I want to know.
Kids, because of fentanyl overdose, I am not going to sit there and let sex trafficking go unabated or human trafficking go unabated. There's going to be a new sheriff in town. These drug cartels better buckle up.
Boy, he literally said nothing.
You have pledged to tax towards all migrants who are here in this country illegally. But then you said in Londonderry, New Hampshire last month that you will not deport those who are working and paying taxes rather than feeding off the system. Which is it? So first of all, what I said is all of the 7 or 8 million illegals that have come under Biden's watch absolutely have to go back. We have to stop the.
And who's going to pay for them to go back?
In the first place, Biden just gave temporary protected status to 500,000 Venezuelans. That's 500,000 Social Security cards. That's 500,000 driver's licenses. And I know from my time at the United Nations, the first thing they did was pick up the phone and said, "We came over, come on over." And that's what that's for. You have to go and deport these people so they know it can't happen again. For those that have been here longer than
Wow.
we've got to start seeing who is.
How could, like, somebody is supporting these candidates. Like, somebody's thinking, you know what? Let me vote for Ron DeSantis. He sounds reasonable. I mean,
they are offended by those that are coming illegal. We can't let them skip the line. But when you talk about fentanyl like you did before, let's look at something else. Yes, I think we should send special operations over and take out the cartels. I think we should do a.
Why not cooperate with, I don't know, the Mexican government since it's in their country?
Let's go to the heart of the matter. It came from China. That's why we need to end all normal trade relations with China until they stop murdering Americans with fentanyl. I promise you, they need our economy. They will immediately stop that. But this is where Trump went wrong. Trump was good on trade, but that's all he was with China. Because here he allowed fentanyl to continue to come over.
Fentanyl's made right here in the United States.
He would give them technology that would build up their military and hurt us. He allowed the Chinese infiltration for them to buy up farmland.
The question was about the southern border. Why is she talking about China?
We now have a private Cuba and police station, and Trump didn't do anything about it.
From China, though, I mean, this is rich because when she was governor of South Carolina, she was the #1 ranked governor of bringing the CCP into her state. She wrote a love letter to the Chinese ambassador saying how great a friend China is. You can look at it. We put it on her website, rondesantis.com. There's also a video of her.
Look how he just plugged his website.
In front of a Chinese flag with a Chinese business saying that she now works for them, talking about this Chinese company. So she's been very weak on China. Now, here's the problem. The rhetoric is different before. Her donors, these Wall Street liberal donors, make money in China. They are not going to let her be tough on China, and she will cave to the donor. She will not stand up for you.
15 seconds. Those Wall Street donors used to support him, and now they support me. The second thing is he has a company, Chinese company, UGAS, that he just did a rally there last year. They have given you $340,000 in campaign donations between them and their employees. They are tied to the Communist Chinese Party. Jinko Solar is another one.
Are they actually called the Communist Party? I just thought they were called China.
She's trying to say things like that. Even the liberal media group that usually, if I say the sky is blue, they'll fact check me and say that's wrong. They looked at her charges. They said it was totally false, that they could not find one instance of me recruiting a Chinese business coming to Florida. Because we never recruited any Chinese business.
Could they?
Over the past year, that number killed more than 75,000 Americans, 1,000 of them right here in Alabama. You have vowed to use the military to, quote, annihilate drug labs inside Mexico, something that...
What about the drug labs in America? Like, do they not know that fentanyl, some of fentanyl is made here in America? Or they just like, oh, no?
To the contrary, I don't know what the absolute and side that we also have in this country. I mean, the easy part is talking about how we use our military to secure the. I will, and I believe that everybody else wants to do the same thing. ISIS of mental health raging across this country like wildfire. There's a reason why after the opening, and even after that, many reasons, placing it in pharmaceuticals, so it's more dangerous. Putting out it's promising. They have dealt with that underlying mental health epidemic in this country by just dealing with.
Now, what you want to do is cut mental health services and then say mental health, because that's the Republican MO right there.
Across that southern border. I think taking risk that's going to have a very different conversation with Xi Jinping than what Joe Biden just had in California. I will tell Xi, not my land, to the university. By the same set of rules.
So what's going to happen to like all of our phones and computers and things that are made in China? Are they going to be made in Taiwan? I think they're saying a lot of stuff, but they're not saying anything.
That is what it actually means to stand spy, and you work with stand with the spy. China will absolutely have to hold their number spot we are, and then we're back to playing by the same set. That's the answer.
Thank you. Let's talk about the
Hey, are they giving any questions to Christie, or is he just kind of jumping in?
Prices to prison $90,000. Since the free market at work, or should the federal government make more?
Y'all should do something.
First of all, you're exactly right. My daughter just got married, and I saw her part of her husband. Right now, the average home in America is 40.
That's me. I was actually 49.
American rate, and now it's not a rate. Look what happened. First of all, look at what the Fed did the terrible. They allowed all of that. So the treasury bond rates go up. That
Why don't you then just bring the rate back down?
And then you have it and it gone up. So what happens is the number one can't banks aren't lending them any. They made the regulation so hard they don't think it's on the top. What we have to do, we have to grow our economies.
Why don't they just give grants to people to buy houses? That'd be a whole lot easier.
And then we need to make sure really laying down this make sure that we stop spending all so any spending bill doesn't take us back to retail. Because our kids are not going to give us all spending. So everybody will only go to $9 trillion in debt. You did just as all pay the price increase.
Oh boy. Why she not answer the question?
Economists say this is by a cut federal spending. Biden administration said $6 billion to national debt so far. President this administration added $7.8 billion. Republicans and President Trump share the blame for inflation. What concrete steps President DeSantis?
He ain't gonna take no concrete steps because he ain't gonna be president.
Spending of money was both parties in Washington, D.C. That's just a fact. Republicans in Washington have driven your prices higher, and it's driven your.
Why does DeSantis look like a puppet? Like, look at his mannerisms. He looks like a puppet.
And he's like, they don't have a start a family. That is keeping the American dream away. We're going to get the inflation down. We're going to get the interest rates down. We are going to do spending.
Did he say the question was what tangible steps you would do to reduce inflation? What about groceries?
Now, I don't having a truck driver having to pay a student loan is something they got to do with the intended. It's wrong. Should not have taxpayers do that. What I'm going to do, though, I'm going to get to the root cause of the problem. Student loans are going to be backed by the university. They need to have an incentive to use a
Why?
That the only way you can be successful for a 4-year freaking Ivy. That's not the only way.
Why does Ron DeSantis look like a robot? His movements are robot. Guilty. It's not money.
It also ensures economic for fraudsters and also terrorists.
Look, fraudsters and false terrorists have been departing for a long time. How are we going to catch up in the current moment? The fact that SBF was able to beat it at FTX shows that whatever they have is the right framework.
Yo.
Gary Gensler, the current leader of the SEC, not even said whether Ethereum counts as a regulated security. So this is another example of state work. Here's the dirty little secret American politics. The people we elect in actually running government. It's the bureaucrats that are writing regulation. Congress never gave the authority. And you as president can absolutely this president. So what I'm saying in my
is any of them answering the question? Because that wasn't the question.
The number of federal
yeah.
agencies that should not exist.
It's gonna be well, it won't be another debate because I bet you're gonna have something about the Iowa caucus. I bet you there will be another debate because our caucus is coming up, so they'll have to have another one.
It's precise change. These are next president without asking Congress for permission. I want you to understand that. So, by Congress saying, I'm going to put Congress to this or that. The things that I'm promising, this is what the leader of the executive branch has under Article Constitution. Cut down the bureaucracy.
Cut 75% of the federal workforce. Make people unemployed. Then they have to file unemployment. Nobody carries cash in this room.
Absolutely regulate purchases. On day one as president, take the idea of central bank digital currency, we throw it in the trash. It'll be dead on the bottom.
Are they going to ask Chris Christie a question? Oh, here come all the Trump suck up. Here they come. Now Christie's going to get some questions. Let me put this on mute. They're not answering questions. They literally are not answering questions. Oh, wait a minute. Now RFK is holding a, let me see. He's holding a forum tomorrow at 8. Well, I'll be getting off my podcast. See, I'm not yawning. I'm not yawning. I am not yawning. Remind me on Thursday at the end of the show, if you guys watch it tomorrow, to tell this story about how I missed a doctor's appointment because I woke up literally. I literally woke up like 10 minutes before the appointment. Okay, I don't know what happened there. So sorry about that, but I'm back. I'm back. But yeah, remind me to tell you guys about how I missed the doctor's appointment. That was at 7:15, and I basically woke up at like 7:20 this morning. I was out. I was out for the count. It was over and done. I was over and done. Done. I mean, whew. And I was in that good sleep too. You know, you be in that good sleep and you just get mad at somebody for waking you up. That's the sleep I was in. I'm like, oh crap, I have a doctor's appointment. So I rescheduled it, but just in case you don't watch the show tomorrow, which I hope you do. It's my last scheduled interview for 2023. I'm gearing up for 2024, which is going to be a wild year. It's gonna be a wild one. We got what, one more hour of this to go? I think they're in at 10. So I think I said I end at 9:45 and I might go till 10. It just depends on how I feel. Okay, I'm not yawning, but my eyes are getting heavy. I don't know why I'm so sleepy. Are they coming back? No, they're not. Oh my gosh. I know this is television and everything, but they are taking a lot of commercial. A lot of commercials. There's a lot of comments that came in. I'll read those towards the end. If anybody's out there, say hello. Say hello. Say hello. If anybody's out there, say hello. Say hello. Those tacos were really good. I'm gonna have to take a picture of that shell and see can I buy it from regular place. Okay, they're bad. They are bad.
Welcome back, everyone. So you all spend a lot of time criticizing each other on the stage, as Governor Christie pointed out, and less so for most of you on the front runner in this race, Donald Trump. We invited him to come tonight, as you know, but he did not come. But we'd like to ask you a couple questions about him now. Ambassador Hayden, former President Trump recently promised, if he's reelected, to bring back and expand his program restricting immigration from Muslim countries. Here he is in Iowa on October 16th.
No longer will we allow dangerous lunatics, haters, bigots, and maniacs.
You mean like you? You mean like you, right?
If you empathize with radical Islamic terrorists and extremists, you're disqualified. You're just disqualified.
Ambassador Haley, do you support President Trump's plan for
Yes,
ideological
destroy them.
Well, I don't think that you have a straight up Muslim ban as much as you look at the countries that have terrorist activity that want to hurt Americans. You can ban those people from those countries.
So that means you agree. Oh my gosh, they don't want to answer.
Look at what came across the southern border. What worries me the most are those that came from Iran, from Yemen, from Lebanon.
So they came from, they're all the way in the Middle East. So they fly to Mexico. They sink over the border. Oh my gosh.
Dangerous from threats to us. The president has one job, and that's to keep Americans safe. And that's what we've got to do. Is
no, the president has many jobs. Head of the military,
it's where the terrorist threats are,
token head of the nation.
And what we're doing about it. And the biggest threat we have right now is communist China. But you have to also look at what Iran and Russia are doing as well. And we need to be paying attention to that. That's why we have to focus on things like cyber, on space, on artificial intelligence, and not just the regular things that we've always focused on.
It's not just terrorism. That's important. But look what happened in Europe. You have more anti-Semitism in Germany than at any time since Adolf Hitler. Why? Because they imported mass numbers of people who reject their culture. Europe is committing suicide with the mass migration, and it's illegal and legal. Nikki Haley said the other day there should be no limits on legal immigration, and that corporate CEOs should set the policy on that. There needs to be limits on immigration, and we should not be importing.
So you agree with the policy also? Why?
I said with the Gaza, you had some of the squad wanted to import 300,000 people from the Gaza Strip. I said no, we're not taking anyone from Gaza.
This is a debate about how hard white supremacy needs to reassert. Yes, thank you, Stanley. You so right.
There are things that the government can do right now that nobody's talking about among the professional politicians in this race.
They're just like trying to make white supremacy great again. Well, it's already here, but they're trying to make it great again.
In the law. That is a provision that already allows ICE agents to deputize or allow local law enforcement to enforce those ICE warrants. And it shocks me that nobody in the Republican Party is talking about it, because there are 1 million then officials, law enforcement officials in this country. And against that backdrop, we absolutely have the ability to support anybody in this country.
Didn't she say Governor Christie? She didn't say nothing about you.
Governor Christie asked last night in Iowa whether he would be a dictator if he wins the second term in office. Donald Trump would no, quote, except for day one, promising to seal the southern border. He is also pledged to begin the largest deportation operation in American history, saying that migrants are, quote, poisoning the blood of our country. He is pledged to round up and expel an estimated.
And he has done none of what he said he's going to do. Why do people take Trump so seriously?
I think it's completely predictable. I mean, look, he's made it very clear. There's no mystery to what he wants to do. He started off his campaign by saying, I am your retribution. 8 years ago, he said, I am your voice. This is an angry, bitter man who now wants to be back as president because he wants to exact retribution on anyone who has disagreed with him, anyone who has tried to hold him to account for his own conduct.
And you'll be next out the race. Come on, y'all know y'all gonna endorse this guy. Stop it.
And yet, at the first debate, my 3 colleagues on this stage, when asked if he would be convicted of federal felonies, would they still support him, raise their hand, looked into the camera, and let everybody know that they would still support him, even if convicted of felony or felony. Federal felonies, by the way. Federal felonies which involve our election process, federal felonies which involve.
If somebody would answer the actual question, that'd be real good.
Crimes, folks who are now agreeing to go to jail because of what they did today. So do I think he was kidding when he said he was a dictator? All you have to do is look at the history. And that's why failing to speak out against him, making excuses for him, pretending that somehow he's a victim, empowers him. You want to know why those poll numbers are where they are? Because folks like these 3 guys on the stage make it seem like.
Yep, all you had to do was gang up and team up against them. Y'all stupid. I mean, it's still not gonna make a difference, but at least you're trying.
If you ever got another Donald Trump term, he's letting you know, I am your retribution. He will only be, Elizabeth, he will only be his own retribution. He doesn't care for the American people. It's Donald Trump first.
Thank you, Governor Christie. Governor DeSantis.
They booing. Why they booing? Now he ain't lying about that part.
Donald Trump would be older on day 1 of his second presidency than Joe Biden was on day 1 of his first. You have said Trump is not the same man he was when he ran in 2016. Your campaign is running ads showing Trump confused. And you have said he has, quote, lost the zip on his fastball. You seem to be saying Donald Trump is no longer mentally fit to be president. Is that what you think?
Look, he is showing Father Time is undefeated. The idea that we're going to put someone up there that's almost 80 and there's going to be no
Joe Biden's 81.
know that that's not true. And so we have an opportunity to do a next generation of leaders and really be able to move this back forward. We also need a president that can serve 2 terms. I don't think Donald Trump. I think he's going to have. I don't think he'd be able to get elected. The Democrats want him to be the nominee. You see that? They are going to turn the screws the minute he got the nomination.
But do you think he's
going to see it?
fit?
I think we need to have somebody younger. I think when you get up to 80, I don't think it's the job for that. But let me just respond to some of the things there. Look, the media is making a big deal about what he said about some of these comments. I would just remind people that is not how he governed. He didn't even fire Dr. Fauci. He didn't fire Christopher Wray.
Now, you know what?
He cleaned up the swamp. He said he was going to drain it. He did not.
Ron DeSantis is actually saying a good point. He never does anything that he says he's going to do.
He'd have the largest deportation program in history. He deported less than Barack Obama did when Barack Obama was president. So some of these policies he ran on in 16, I was cheering him on then, but he didn't deliver it. Here's what I can promise people. 100% of the things I promised as governor, I delivered on those promises. I beat the left time and time again.
No, you just used the Florida Republicans to do your bidding because they're scared of you, and now they're tired of you.
I will go in and wreak havoc on this bureaucracy. You will see people fired, and we are going to bring a reckoning for how this government handles it.
The question is, do you think he's mentally fit to be president? That is a yes question.
The question was very direct.
Thank you. I'm going to have to agree with Christy there. Answer the question. Is he mentally equipped or not?
Completely non-responsive. And if we were in a courtroom, they'd strike the answer and say, Governor DeSantis.
No, they would.
You're a smart man. No, they would. They would strike the answer because you're not answering. You just don't like. You have. No, is he serious? No, I don't have my thing. We don't. The thing. Is he serious?
We do have reason to do You're talking about him being 80 years old. Somebody sees him elected. I think we have an opportunity to find somebody who's in the public eye. You don't have to worry about
Why is DeSantis?
Finish. Look, Father Time is undefeated. I don't know how he would score on a test, but I know this. We have an opportunity to.
Is he mentally fit or not mentally fit? That was the question.
We should not nominate somebody who won't answer. He says he's almost 80 years old. He's afraid to answer.
He is afraid to answer. Then answer the question. Answer the question then. Is he fit or not fit? Yes or no?
I'm a simple guy. Okay? I hear the question and I answer it. Is he fit or isn't he? I'll concede you're fit, Ron. You're a new generation. You're 44 years old. I wish I was still 44 years old. Okay? So, well, congratulations. I still take 45. Is he fit or isn't he? And this is the problem with my three colleagues. They're afraid to offend. See, I want to tell you something. If you're afraid to offend Donald Trump,
this is the only thing I agree with Christy about. They are scared of him, and I wouldn't be. You're going to run against him, get up in his face.
sit across from Putin. You have to be willing to offend with the truth. And answer the question.
Okay, listen. I promise to understand this a minute, and not a minute.
It's not about offending. It's about pointing out, do you want to elect somebody who will be older than Biden was when he went in 2021? I don't think he's as bad as Biden was at all, but I do think that over a 4-year period.
Then why did you do the commercials?
For somebody that's pushing 80. We need somebody that's younger. We need somebody that's going to be able to go in there and clean house on day one and do it for 2 months.
So he does think he's mentally unfit. Wow, my gosh, answer the question.
Have been licking Donald Trump's boots for years for money and
Boy, now you know you sitting there. You the main bootlicker. You the main. You the chief.
Same thing with Coach Christie as a lobby, begging them for COVID money for his special interests in New Jersey, prepping him for the debates last time around. These people are now Monday morning quarterbacking some decision he made. I think the real enemy is not Donald Trump. It's not even Joe Biden. It is the deep state that at least Donald Trump attempted to take on. And if you want somebody who's going to speak truth to power, then vote for somebody who's going to speak the truth to you. Why am I the only person on the stage, at least, who can say that January 6th now does look like it was an inside job? That the government lied to us for 20 years. That the Great Replacement theory is not some grand right-wing conspiracy theory, but a basic statement of the Democratic Party's platform. That the 2020 election was indeed stolen by big tech.
No, it wasn't. Trump lost, and you're kissing his butt.
Was also one that was stolen from him by the National Security Establishment. Then actually put up the Trump-Russia collusion hoax, and it was false. There's a reason why I'm the only person on the stage.
And you said he was the greatest president in your lifetime, yet you're running against him.
Governor Christie. You do not favor a ban on trans medical treatments for minors, saying it's a parental rights issue. The surgeries done on minors involve cutting off body parts at a time when these kids cannot even legally smoke a cigarette. Kids
Cutting off body parts? Are they talking about males transition to females? Or are they talking about a full hysterectomy on the
feet?
feet?
You think a parent should be able to okay these surgeries? Never mind the sterilization of a child. And aren't you way too out of step on this issue to be the Republican nominee?
no, I'm not. Because Republicans believe in less government, not more. In less involvement with government, not more government involvement in people's lives. And you know what, Megan?
Good night, Stanley. I hope that's what you're saying.
And we're out there saying that we should empower parents in education.
We're here for another 31 minutes, I think.
I agree. We should empower parents to be teaching the values that they believe in their homes without the government telling them what those values should be. And yet, we want to take other parental rights away. I'm sorry. As a father of 4, I believe there is no one who loves my children more than me. There's no one who loves my children more than my wife. There's no one who cares more
He's
about their
married?
success and health in life than we do. Not some government bureaucrat, not some. You look at these jokers down in Congress. It takes them 3 weeks to pick a speaker. And up until 2 days ago, they couldn't promote somebody in the military in the United States Senate who earned their new rank. And we're going to put my children's health and my decisions in their hands for them to make those decisions, for Joe Biden.
Wait a minute, but what about a woman's reproductive rights? You're going to put that into the government's hands?
This is not something
Is he coming out as pro-choice?
Very, very dangerous thing to do. But that's my opinion as a parent, Megan. And I get to make the decisions about my children, not anybody else.
Are your children little?
Who's watching tonight. You start to turn over just a little bit of this authority, the authority they're going to take from you next, you're not going to like. I'll stand up for parents each and every time.
So there are laws that you do not have drinking by the side.
I have a follow-up question for you, and you guys are going to get to wait, okay? Here's my follow-up question. You talk about parental rights. Let's talk about it. When you were governor in 2017, you signed a law that required new guidelines for schools dealing with transgender students. Those guidelines required schools to accept a child's preferred gender identity, even if the minor's parents objected.
Not true.
And it said that there is no duty for schools to notify parents.
There is no duty to notify parents. They would already know, wouldn't they?
Remain a secret between the school and a child. How is any of that
That's,
pro-parental
by the way,
rights?
that's simply not true.
You do what you kids do.
That's simply not true. That's simply not true. That law was put into effect in 2018 and regulated in 2018 after I was
You mandated the guidelines.
No, we did not, Meg. We did not issue those guidelines, and you're wrong about that. Simply wrong. I have stood up each and every time.
So I think if this is one issue that's disqualifying, it's this one.
I stood up every single time for parents to be able to make the decision.
Nikki Haley hasn't gotten a question in a while.
Every single time, parents should make
We may
decisions.
stretch this back to 9:30 because
Parents are going to make decisions that we disagree with. But the minute you start to take those rights away from parents, you don't know that slippery slope, what rights are going to be taken away next, and
You
what's
do not have, as a parent, you do not have the right to abuse your kids.
how is transgender surgery abuse?
These are irreversible procedures.
Okay.
And this is something that other countries in Europe, like Sweden, once they started doing it, they saw it did incalculable damage. They've shut it down. I signed legislation in Florida banning the mutilation of minors because it is wrong.
So what happens when somebody, I don't know, 26 wants to
And I know
get?
Chris disagrees with me, and I think he has an honest position. Nikki disagrees with me. She opposes the bill that we did to ban that. She said the law shouldn't get involved with it. You said the law shouldn't get involved with it. She also, though, I think, and this is close from what she did as governor of South Carolina, they had a bill to try to say that men shouldn't go into girls' bathrooms. And she killed that bill, and she bragged that she killed that bill. Even to this day, she bragged that. I don't think men should be going into little girls' bathrooms. I think it's wrong.
So should women go into men's bathrooms?
I promise in a second, but quick.
I think the North Star here is transgenderism is a mental health disorder. We don't let you smoke a cigarette. We don't let you have a drink of alcohol by the age of 21. And I just challenge Ron DeSantis to go one step further and support what I think is clearly within the authority to do using federal funds, just like Reagan did in '84 for the Highway Act that said the minimum drinking age needs to be 21. We can do the same thing when it comes to banning genital mutilation or chemical castration. I know Ron's been
Let me get
until
that
at the federal level. I'm crystal clear. That's where I stand.
Got it?
That's a mental health disorder. That's where
it.
you can be at.
Go ahead.
He's proud of himself for saying that stupid.
Continue to lie because he's
No,
it's
not
just
a lie.
you are lying.
You said it on tape.
First of all, I will say that when I was governor 10 years ago, when the bathroom situation came up, I said we had maybe a handful of kids that were dealing with an issue, and I said we don't need to bring government into this, but boys go into boys' bathrooms, girls go into girls' bathrooms, and if anyone else.
So what about little boys who go into the bathrooms with their mothers? I mean, oh God, the Republican Party makes me so sick.
They asked him about that. He said he didn't think bathrooms good use of his time. You can go look that up.
I signed a battery bill in Florida.
But you said no.
Oh, his laugh is phony.
The idea that you would say that I was against that.
You killed it. I signed it. I stood up for the girls. You didn't do it. And there was this going on. I was actually just in South Carolina. Some of the legislators told me at the time there were boys going into the girls. That's the whole reason why they did
So
it. So they say when she does that explanation that doesn't hold water. This is the upstate of South Carolina. I signed the
what
bill.
city and what legislators did you talk to?
You did not do
Do you know
it.
South Carolina? You are not going to talk about my state like that because I will tell you for a fact, South Carolina has never allowed that to happen, and we did not have that issue at the time. What I have always said is boys going to a boys' bathroom.
This is the issue, right? Boys going to the boys' bathroom and girls going to the girls' bathroom. Not the economy, not homelessness, not the wars, not healthcare for everybody. This is the issue, everybody.
Thank you guys. We're going to move on. Mr. Ramaswamy, when discussing your Hindu faith in September, you seem to take a shot at Ambassador Haley, who is also Indian American and who converted to Christianity as an adult. You said, an easy thing for me to do, being a politician, is to shorten my name, profess to be a Christian, and then run. Make Vivek Vicky or whatever, end quote. Are you questioning Nikki Haley's Christian convictions?
Yeah, are you?
Made a point of referring to Ambassador Haley by her given first name, Emirata, even though she has gone by Nikki for her whole life.
Well, my whole deal is if Nikki Haley, of all people, should know how to pronounce my name correctly, the rest of the news media can learn it. My deal is I'll call her Nikki, but she can say my own name right. That's our little fun side bet there. Here's what I will say is deeper. I don't question her faith, but I question her authenticity. And I think that's deeper here. We were just talking about the transition. This is a symptom of a deeper cancer in American life. Identity politics. This new religion that says your race, your gender, and your sexuality are your identity.
Yes.
It is anti-American. It is meritocratic. It's anti-meritocratic, and it's dividing this country to a breaking point. And I've spoken about this to the left. My books are all about this. I preach this to the left, but it's even worse when Republicans try to play the same game. We're talking about that transition. And Nikki Haley's campaign launch video sounded like a woke Dylan Mulvaney Bud Light ad, talking about how she would kick in heels. At the first debate, she said that only a woman can get this job done. That's what she said. After the third debate, when I criticized Ronna McDaniel after 5 failed years of leadership of this party, and criticized Nikki for her corrupt foreign dealings as a military contractor, she said that I have a woman problem. Nikki, I don't have a woman problem. You have a corruption problem, and I think that that's what people need to know. Nikki is corrupt.
Did he write that on a sheet of paper? I'm done. No, he didn't. He literally wrote Nikki equals corrupt on a sheet of paper. No, he didn't. Yeah. Dude. Yeah, he.
So identity politics has been a cancer left, and I've seen double standards. This country X chromosomes does not get out.
Governor Haley. No, it's not worth my time to respond to. Move on to this. Now, by arrangement with the Republican National Committee, we've got some questions for you about the Justice Department and our election system. There's Fitton Fisher Watch, Governor.
Oh, I forgot this Megan blackface. Kelly.
Have accused his civil rights for the last 8 years by, among other things, spying on him and now prosecuting him while having Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden in club. A recent Gallup poll shows that Americans think more highly of the U.S. Service than they do the FBI and Justice. What do as president to restore the faith of the Americans in these agencies?
Well, first off, I'm the only person on this stage who's actually done the justice. Good largest President Bush on September 10th.
I'm assuming he means father Bush.
And it was an extraordinary time down the front line fighting
This They done went stupid.
I'm proud. 7 years I spent in the Justice Department. One of the Attorney General, right? John Ashcroft. John Ashcroft stood up.
He said John Ashcroft. He said John Ashcroft, y'all. Look up John Ashcroft. I'm just gonna...
Gender, race.
Okay, so it just went off air. Okay, so News Nation is having some issues. Let's see if it comes back. If not, we may have to end this. Let's refresh and see will it come back. If not, we're gonna just shut this down because it looks like the website is just not. Okay.
That is not happening throughout this country. Let me tell you this as the company. I think it's there is ballot harvesting in places like Nevada. I am not going to fight with one hand tied behind my back. I'm going to have organizations in all these states. If they're harvesting, we're harvesting. If there's otherwise, we're I'm changing the rules like Florida and the other states have done a good job. But until then, we have to just.
Why don't you just vote by mail? That would be a whole lot easier.
Interact with FBI on the ground, and then I was a special assistant. He used to have such a high regard for the agency. What they did, Donald Trump, the Russia collusion, one of the biggest abuses of power in the history of our country. These agencies with the FBI director on day one. We're going to clear out the DOJ, the IRS places. Buckle your seatbelts. There's going to be a new sheriff.
No, there won't because you're not winning. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this is what I'm doing because my eyes are getting heavy. I am going to read some of these comments and I'm going to call them a night. Let's see. I'm going to read some of these comments. I'm going to... No, let's see. And I'm just kind of moving through them. So just give me time to read them. Because like I said, my eyes are super heavy. I didn't even think of it. I'm just trying to make sure I played that one. The inside job. Yeah, of course, Trim did it. Okay, everybody, because these eyes is just, they heavy, and I don't think I can stay awoke. I did not know. Oh boy, I'm not gonna yawn. I'm not gonna yawn. So I want to thank everybody for watching this podcast. I might go back and watch the whole thing later when my eyes are less sleepy. Thank you for watching this video. Remember to share this broadcast. Comment if you watch later. Subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Thank you all. I know it's not 9:45, but like I said, these eyes are getting real heavy. I will see you all later. Have a fantastic evening.